of the people of the state of Michigan versus Cody Jolly.
Andrew Childers appearing on behalf of the people.
Mr. Jolly, today are you going to state your name for the record?
Yeah, Cody Lee Jolly.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Jolly, this is the date and time set for your preliminary examination, what we had set before. And since you're representing yourself at this preliminary examination, I'm going to once again apprise you that you are before the court on charges that allege that on or about August 10th of 2024.
Hold up, representing yourself in a felony case. That's a bold move, Cody, especially when you're facing up to 5 years. Let's see how this plays out. But remember, even lawyers don't usually defend themselves in court.
At the location of 2201 Hogback Road, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, that you did make an assault on a prison employee or employment or an employee of a place of confinement. You understand that charge, sir?
No, could you say it more? Yeah, I understand, but I got the discovery here. I couldn't hear you there.
Okay. That is a felony, punishable by up to 5 years incarceration, $2,500 fine plus court costs. You understand the maximum penalty, sir?
Yes, I do.
All right. And you're electing still to represent yourself?
Yes, I am.
All right. There's great peril in representing yourself. You need to be aware of that. The court won't treat you any better, won't treat you any worse by you representing yourself. I would further advise you that if at any point you wish to be represented by an attorney, then you should let the court know at that point, and I will do my best to arrange that you have an attorney to represent you. You understand that, sir?
I do.
The judge is laying it out plain. Proceed at your own peril. Defendants have the right to go pro se, but courts strongly advise against it. No special treatment, no...
Okay. All right. Are we ready to proceed?
Your Honor, the people are ready to proceed with their preliminary examination, and I did hear Mr. Jolly acknowledge on the record that he does have the police report now that was served, I believe, Thursday night or Friday by jail staff, and I provided the court with a copy of the proof of service. The people are ready to proceed. We intend on calling one witness when the court is ready.
All right. Very good. And I do have the proof of service in the file, and you may proceed then, Mr. Tip.
Thank you, Your Honor. The people would call Officer John Apple to the stand.
Sir, please come forward to be sworn.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give me the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Have a seat, state, and spell out your name.
Hello, I'm Officer John Apple, JOHN.
All right, you may inquire.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, how are you currently employed?
I work at the Washington County Sheriff's Office in the Corrections Division.
And how long have you worked in the Corrections Division of the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office?
Approximately 18 months.
Okay. Were you working in that capacity of August of last year, 2024, specifically August 10th?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you were working in the Washtenaw County Jail? What's your shift on that time, on that day?
I believe it was noon shift. It was 3 o'clock to 11.
3 p.m. to 11 p.m.? Okay. Directing your attention to around 5 o'clock in the afternoon or early evening on August the 10th, 2024, what were your job duties in the Washtenaw County Jail at that time? What were you doing?
I believe at that time we were doing our meal pass, make sure everyone gets dinner for the night. In the specific housing unit we were at, that was a door-to-door feeding unit, so you work with a incarcerated individual, worker, or trustee. You go door-to-door to meal pass.
Okay, and what specific block or area of the jail were you working at that
I was
time?
working at A block that also has our max housing unit and observation.
So it has max housing observation unit, and that is within the A block of the jail.
Correct.
Okay. And you said you were passing out dinner effectively?
Correct.
Okay. Are you familiar with an inmate by the name of Cody Jolly?
I am, sir.
Was that individual housed on that block at that time?
He was.
Okay. I don't know, Your Honor, is the screen that in front of Officer Apple the same screen that we're seeing, or is that screen black?
It should be this.
Okay.
Well, no, he is, yes, he is seeing what we're, I guess, primarily that, the one that's moving.
Okay.
Is the one that he's seeing. Right?
Officer Apple, can you identify anyone on the screen in front of you that you recognize from that date of August 10th, 2024?
Officer Apple just identified Cody Jolly on the jail video. That moment in court might seem routine, but it's key evidence linking the defendant to the alleged incident. Visual ID can make or break a case.
I can't, sir. I see an individual, Cody Jolly.
Okay, and can you describe what they're wearing on the screen so we know who you're talking about?
Orange pants and a white long-sleeve t-shirt.
Thank you. Your Honor, may the record reflect identification of defendant Cody Jolly.
Record shall so reflect without objection.
So Mr. Jolly was housed on A block and that's where you were passing out meals on August the 10th of 2024?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What, if anything, occurred when you had an interaction with Mr. Jolly on that date and time?
When I approached his door and breached his door to pass him his dinner for the night, he asked me if he could have another tray. He was sitting on his bed in the unit at the time. I told him that, if I have any extras, I'll circle back to him. And when I turned to collect a beverage for him, he began to stand up, and I believed that he was coming to approach me to grab his drink. But at that point in time, he began to strike me in my head and face area. We got in a bit of a scuffle. I tried to gain control of Mr. Jolly. He kept delivering strikes to me. So I delivered strikes back in self-defense. Was able to gain control of Mr. Jolly to the point where I could get back to my radio and essentially call for backup. In the jail, we called an available officer call.
Okay, and I'm going to just unpack that a little bit, Officer Apple. So you passed Mr. Jolly his tray of food,
Right.
and then you had turned to retrieve the beverage from the cart.
Right.
And where was that cart located?
It was just off to my right, so it was almost right in front of his door. I had an inmate worker helping me pass trays at the time, so I turned to him to get the cup. As I faced Mr. Jolly, he began to stand up. Like I said, I believe he was coming to meet me halfway for the beverage, and he began to strike me.
Okay. Other than yourself and the inmate who was assisting you, were there any other corrections officers in that area at that time?
No, sir.
Okay. Did Mr. Jolly say anything to you as he stood up and began, I guess, to kind of advance towards you?
No, sir.
Okay. You said he struck you in your face.
Right.
Do you have any idea approximately how many times?
3 to 4 times.
Okay. Do you recall, was that closed fist, open fist, slap? Can you give us any detail?
Close fits. It was kind of towards the top left side of my head and my face.
And
Took my glasses off.
Okay, so kind of, you said left side of your head, above your eye. Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. After he struck you a few times, you were able to basically strike him back in self-defense and eventually get control over Mr. Jolly. Is that fair to say?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did other jail staff respond to assist?
Once I got control of Mr. Jolly and was able to get back to my radio, during the scuffle, I got knocked off as well as my glasses. So I was on top of Mr. Jolly at the time, was able to recover my radio and get that call out, and then other officers did respond.
Okay. Did you suffer any sort of injuries from this?
Superficial injuries, bruising, soreness, no long-term surgical. And I did get sent out to St. Joe's at the time, or the...
Cody doesn't cross-examine, not even a single question for the man accusing him of assault. In most trials, this is your golden opportunity to challenge the narrative. Missed chance or strategic silence.
Trinity Health emergency room, and then I had to do a follow-up, make sure I didn't have a concussion or anything before I could return to work.
Okay. And just so we're clear, the Washtenaw County Jail, is that located, I can never get this right, is that technically in the city of Ann Arbor? No, Pittsfield Township. Okay. In Washtenaw County.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I have no further questions, Sheriff.
All right. Okay, Mr. Jolly, do you have any questions for Officer Apple?
No, I do not. Not at this time.
You have no questions?
Not at this time. It's pre-trial right now at this time.
All right.
Your Honor, I have no redirect. I have no further witnesses, and the people would rest.
All right, you may step down, sir. All right. Mr. Jolly, do you have any witnesses that you'd like to call?
I do not. Just to remember, this is pre-trial, correct?
Well, it's a preliminary examination, Mr. Jolly.
Okay. All right. I was told it was pre-trial, led to the last court date, and then you told me you were rescheduling it for pre-trial, and so I don't know where we're at in the process. It was my understanding these last two have been pre-trial.
No, there were PCC and then your preliminary examination, sir. And today is your preliminary examination.
Okay, so okay, so what is my next one then?
Well, I don't know yet. Do you have any witnesses that you want to call today?
No, I do not. I just,
Okay. Do I have a motion?
So, Your Honor, my question was that it's been over a year and I'm just trying to get to pretrial. And my understanding was that these last two cases were both pretrial. It's been over a year. And for some reason, we still haven't got to pretrial yet. Can I ask you why?
Well, I tell you that you had a competency evaluation that there was an issue with you participating in, and then there was always the issue of your participating in all of the proceedings as they were set. So the matter could not move until there was a motion that was filed by the people, given your reluctance to participate.
Okay, well, that motion was.
So Mr. Jolly, I'm not going to sit there and argue with you. I'm here now with your preliminary examination. You don't have any witnesses. Do I have a motion from the people?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, people would move to bind the defendant over as charged on the one count before the court.
Mr. Jolly, do you have a response to that?
I didn't hear him. Could you say that one more time?
Pardon?
I didn't hear what he had said.
Your Honor, the people would move to bind the defendant over on the one count before the court and ask this matter proceed to circuit court for further proceedings.
Do you have a response, Mr. Jolly?
So, okay, my response is to move it to circuit court. We're talking about conference then. Is that correct?
Pardon?
Or if we move it over to circuit court, then we're on to conference. Is that correct?
On to conference?
Yeah, he just said move it to circuit. Does that mean we're on to conference? That was my understanding, was that we're moving to conference.
Boom bound over for trial. Translation: the judge found enough probable cause to keep this case alive and send it to the big leagues. Circuit Court. Cody's courtroom chess game just moved to a much tougher board.
That would also be my request too.
Well, I don't know what you're trying to say. All I know is that what the people have asked is that the matter be bound over to circuit court for you to stand trial there.
Right, which would be moving from here to conference, which is right before trial, correct?